Hey everybody, Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Been waiting for a break in the rain, but that's not coming. So I decided to come out and do a video anyway, just keep my camera covered. My knee blew out again. Oh, come on guys. So I haven't done anything in a few days. That's why no video. But our garden is growing and we're getting harvest from it. So I'd like to give you a walk around of what we got. That's why I'm out today. I'm walking very slow and careful. My knee is healing, but it's an injury from the spring came back spontaneously, and it's pretty bad. So let me take you on over and show you what's been going on if the rain holds up for long enough for me. Our strawberries are spreading. I think we're pretty much done with berries harvest. But we got little babies branching off, and we want that to do so. We want this to fill this bed up beautifully. Melanie's peppers are actually starting to grow. So we might get some peppers. I don't think her rice has a chance. I just don't think we have the right climate because it's hot days and cold nights. We do have some squash, though, coming along. We've been harvesting squash. There's some peppers are a little dwarfed. The peppers are starting to have flowers. She's got some eggplant there, some more squash plants, starting to grow. Now I haven't been out in a while, so the grass is out of control and everything's out of control. I've actually been down for 2 weeks, but I had some old footage that I was catching up on, and so we put that out. And then I was down at the cabin on the weekend, and we had some fun with the family, well, as much as I could. I wasn't able to walk much, but anyway, there's a lot of people talk about eating the weeds, and we decided instead of fighting it, we're going to let it go and we're going to have them. And there they are. I talked about it before, and we're letting some of the weeds grow, and we're going to eat them. Some of this is amaranth. And we also have, I think, was it pigweed? We have growing in a couple of our beds. There's another zucchini type plant. And I'll get over to the big boys here. Look at this. Now squash always, zucchini and summer squash always grows well for us. So we've never had a problem with that. We're harvesting, I don't know if there's anything in here. I haven't been able to walk around much. But I know we've been eating squash. I don't know if there's anything for me to show you. And there's things growing out. This is the best actually we've ever had. There's a zucchini in there. Right there, a small one. We've got some massive ones. We're giving some away again already because we've been eating them. And I mean, look how dense this is here. She did a good job here. There's more. There's some summer squash. Be careful with my leg. Here, oh yeah, once that stuff takes off, it's out of control. It's really gonna start to grow. Alright, I'm gonna pause because I have to dig my leg back out of here. Hold on. And somewhere in there is a cucumber she wants to stake up. I think that looks like a melon, maybe? Watermelon or pumpkin, I don't know. All of this is grown from seed from our own plants, from our own seeds, which is a good feeling. And then here she's got, I think bok choy, I'm not sure, but she's growing some things again. Leafy vegetables grow best for us, and it's about all we can grow. That and the zucchini and summer squash. So those are the best. And again, forgive the mess, I haven't been able to mow, and I sold my rider to pay some bills. This is just death. I don't think we're going to have tomatoes this year. They just, remember when they froze. Peppers, I don't know what's wrong. They're not doing anything. Kale, happy as anything. She's going to harvest that later on. My tree is alive. Now let me get in here. I can't really bend. The marigold is recovering but not doing well. Now you can tell my grow bed is not doing as good as hers. I did put corn in here, which might have been a stupid idea. I sprouted it from seed, but corn grows a little over 5-6 foot, so I don't know if that's going to work out in the greenhouse with a 6-foot peak, and it might have been a bad idea. And did they live? Where's my, I gotta see if I can bend down here. Oh, I don't know. I don't think they lived. I put cornflower, purple cornflower, chicory in here. I don't see anything. I can't grow. Melanie seems to be doing better than me and everything. I don't see it. I put a whole mess of chicory in here, and now I don't see anything. So, I guess that was the end of that. I grew them from seed, and nurtured them, cared for them, and put them in here, and they seem to be gone. I don't see any sign of it. I see grass coming up through the bottom, but that's it. Peppers trying to grow, but not really succeeding. And the only thing that is growing is the corn that I put in here. Here and there I put some corn. I figured corn grows, if nothing else. Then weeds. I'm gonna let the weeds grow. We'll eat them. No, I don't see my chicory. It went away. Yeah, that's odd. Okay, off to the other gardens. The greenest this lawn has ever been. That's all yarrow. Yarrow is medicinal. Most of our lawn is yarrow. Anyway, that's a medicinal plant. I'm gonna live with the weeds instead of fighting them. But it's yarrow, all yarrow. Everywhere is yarrow. It's a majority of our plants in the lawn. Oh, up here. Take Ann up to her. I'm going slow, so let me take you up there. This is a mixture of flowers, weeds, and everything else. And of course, we want to nurture the weeds and grow the weeds, and something breaks it off and takes a bite and throws it. Isn't that crazy? If you want to eradicate the weeds, nothing will touch them. If you want to harvest the weeds, everything wants to eat what you want. Weird. Beautiful tiny little flowers. I chose them because I like them. I'm going to have to probably get in because of the rain coming on heavy again over my camera. But I love those little tiny ones. I picked them. We have purslane growing everywhere now. I never could grow purslane, and it's growing abundantly. And amaranth, we are going to let it grow and eat it. Purslane is high in omega-3s. Very, very good stuff. And just coming on its own. And then this bed, of course, Melanie took a tiny swig of peppermint and put it in here. Again, she's doing better than me. I'm going to let her take over. I'm just going to let her have at it. She does better. She's no good at weeding, so I think I'm going to have to, when my knee allows me, I'll do the weeding and she can do the growing. And I think we have a good team then. This one is my little pet project. My hyssop. Although our weather is pretty brutal out here, I'm not going to step in. And some mint plants that I brought in, and I put some rabbit manure to see if they'll grow. And there's a lot of baby hyssop plants from last year, which I'm pleased to see. Growing all through up in there, little babies. So hopefully they'll turn out. There's a couple bigger ones, little hyssop plants. And I got some weeds I got to pull out. And that mint is really grown, but that's not a, I don't know, there's no flavor or smell to that mint. So I don't know what that is exactly. Lavender, starting to flower from last year. And a little shrub thing we transplanted. And we got these beautiful orange flowers. Big, tall things. They're 3-4 foot tall. Really nice. And her chives. And some more herbs. Now the chickens have been devastating our berry beds and herb bed here, so I really need to get in here and get the fencing up. Our root flowers bulbs are thick, really getting thick, so we're gonna have to break them up and spread them out, which is very nice. Melanie's strawberry beds, we keep getting mice in there. So it's a constant battle, but we have been eating strawberries of our own, which is happy, very happy. And then another one of her good projects. We've never, ever, ever been able to grow broccoli on this property, and she's doing it. We have some, is that bok choy or what? I think that was supposed to be bok choy. And we might be able to sell seeds this year. There's so many. Now we've had a constant battle. Here's mustard greens. We're letting them grow because they bolted. Some cabbage, mustard greens, kale. We've had a constant battle with rodents, so it's a big deal all the time. There's a baby little struggling tomato plant trying to survive. And our greens, we get a basket full of this every week or so. And this is our best supply of food that we have on the whole property right now. Another squashy thing, some more kale, and another pigweed, which we'll eat. And then another big squash plant, gigantic, thick squash plant, and some more squash. Hers is the best. Hers is really doing good, but this year she's taken a lot of initiative in really fertilizing and really working it. I mean, she really worked the land and added a lot of compost, our own compost, into this. So, I mean, look at that seeds. Oh, we can sell them. That'll be a little bit of money. Oh, we've got an aphid problem. I'm going to have to take care of that. Bad. Well, there is a freshly harvested example of exactly what I'm talking about. And Michelle's hands. Hi, Michelle's hands. How are you doing today? They're always in the videos. Look at that. All greens from the garden. That's what we've been living on. And a little squash. Yep. Those are fresh. Oh, they're so good when they're fresh like that, too. Look at all that. Well, that's what we're getting this year. This is the average harvest right there. Again and again and again. A big basket like that. Well, you can see next to Michelle's hands how big the basket is. Do we want to see Michelle's face? Hi. Really frustrated. All that trouble. The rye took over our garden. I decided, okay, we'll harvest the rye. Something else is harvesting the rye. I don't know what. We have a serious rodent problem in this property, and something's taking it all away. So that didn't turn out. Potatoes will be good. We always get potatoes here. Potatoes are the best thing we can grow in this sandy soil. And then my herb bed, you can tell I've been down for 2 weeks because everything is up. This is a nightmare. I need to get back in here and clean it up. I can't even tell what's what right now, but my peppermint plants are recovering from the freeze. The tomatoes are gone, and I can't even tell if the herbs are growing or not under all the weeds and growth. One of my mint plants there is doing beautiful. Oregano, catnip. I've never been able to grow catnip here before. It always, look at that, it's incredible. My display is getting wet. That is the best I've ever had. And you can see the stalk that froze, the original stalk died, and then it grew back with a vengeance. I am so happy because this is the best. I think it likes rabbit manure a lot. So that's the best I've ever had. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of herbs. They're all starting to take off, and even my squash is probably going to make it a little bit later, which is good because we don't want too much at once. All of my mint plants in here are recovering from the freeze that we had. Chocolate mint and everything else, they're bushing out beautifully. I love my mint varieties. This herb bed has recovered from the freeze except for the lemon balm. I'll have to get a new one. Look at that. Oh, I love mint. Look at that mint. Oh, there's a horsefly circling me. I'm going to have to pause the camera. It's coming in for the blood. So, tarragon, nothing Nothing bothers tarragon. I love it. And then look at the oregano taking off. Now you remember this spring, it got hit pretty bad and hurt, but it's really taken off. And then my different versions of thyme, those are not so pretty after they've flowered. But then this one flowers, and I love it. I don't know how well it shows up on the display, but it's very bright little flowers. Really pretty little things. So that's all taken off. I gotta trim that tree branch back. And my little herb bed, the weird little viney things that are not food that I got rebuked for by people, and I agree, are taking over. I'll have to thin them out. And yarrow is starting to come back. It is a medicinal plant. And I don't even know what they are now, because rodents kept ripping things up and moving things. That looks like a tarragon, but I thought it was skullcap. But again, the rodents were really digging in here. You know, everywhere you read that mint family of plants repels rodents. But our rodents don't know about that. They love it, and they were tearing it up. That was supposed to be lemon mint, but it doesn't look like anything I'm familiar with. I'm letting it grow. That was supposed to be skullcap, a form of mint, but it doesn't look like anything I'm familiar with. I'll let it grow. And weeds are taking over. Rodents are forming nests continuously. My little, poor little bee balm is recovering slowly from the freeze that it had. Another rodent nest. And my peppermint is finally recovering from the rodent attacks. That took a while. That was a pretty harsh start in life. Oh, the rodents are digging holes. Now I don't know, the rodents love peppermint here in this property. They really do. We have near continuous rain for weeks, and that's good, because my berries, my little berry mound is coming back, and my little apple mint is finally making a comeback. It was brutal and harsh, and there was two of them. There's one right there. They're gonna grow, and I'm happy. Oh, they're having babies. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. They're having babies. Very good. I love all my mint plants. My pathway is overgrowing with strawberry babies. We have raspberries, but I'm gonna have to block this off from the birds, because even before they're getting ripe, something's taking them. Yeah, we're losing a lot here. This I really need to tame. As soon as my leg recovers completely, I've got to tame this. And then my strawberry bed, which is going wild, I definitely need to fertilize and tame this. And I've tried weeding it repeatedly, but it's really growing over. I think it's going to become raspberries soon. They're taking over. But a lot of growth here, all green. I'm not going to take you all the way out to my orchard, though, the other orchard, because well, you know what? I think I will. I haven't been out there myself in 2 weeks. I'll hobble on out there and see how it looks. By the way, the camera image stabilization, I can't wait to see it. I think it's good. Something happened to my cherry. I have no idea. No idea. It's just the whole branch died. Middle of summer. It just died. I had no idea what it is or what happened, but we have had a really harsh time of it this year so far. Out here in my orchard, my second orchard. Oh, the oak is recovering. I need to take that down. Again, very weird death on some leaves, but still some growth. Not as much as I'd like to see. But considering we had so many freezing nights, I'd say that's a success. A raspberry that I bought and planted, 1 out of 2, is alive, which is nice to see. No apples. The multiple freezing nights, we lost our apples, but the tree is okay. The tree is healthy. And everything's overgrown. 2 weeks without getting out to your garden is brutal. Nature takes over. Raspberries are definitely taken to their new environment. And, oh, the one did come back. That was a dead one. It did start growing from the root. I didn't think it would. It's coming back. This cherry tree, they're slow growing. You can see the new growth. It's alive. But again, it's got some weird death on some of the leaves, but it's alive. And all my marigolds out here are gone. I tried to nurture them back, but they're just gone. All dead. My my serviceberry Saskatoon, I have one. I don't know what is that disgusting, nasty mess, but something made a yucky mess out of every one of these, and I have to figure out what it is so I can eradicate it and grow these things, because I only have one berry in this whole patch. The one tree is almost completely annihilated. No idea what did that or what it is. Peaches are living. They took a huge beating this spring with the freezing nights, but it's staying better weather, and we got a lot more rain, so I think they'll be okay this year. I think they'll make it. This one was really hit the hardest. You can see all the dead leaves from the last freeze we had, but it's starting to recover and there's new growth, so we'll be okay. We're gonna be all right. Well, that's it, guys. That's my second orchard, and a lot of wilderness taking over. You can tell I haven't mowed. A couple more days and I'll be at it. I just gotta make sure that my knee strengthens up. It still pops a little. I don't want to cause any trouble. Big apple tree. All right, well, that's an overview of our gardens so far. Some food is growing and some isn't, and we're learning and adapting to our climate and learning what we can grow here through experimentation and a massive variety. Well, I hope that clears up some questions, and some people will be happy for us, some won't. But thanks for watching. This is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Please like, subscribe, and share, and follow our daily videos as we strive to become fully self-sufficient and off the grid on a budget. Talk to you later.